Hi there, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to our channel. Now, this is the fourth video of our new playlist for Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. And in this video, we are going to talk about the minimum requirements to get started with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint deployment. Now, we have discussed license part and supported operating system part in a lot more detail. The next thing that I would like to talk about that whichever machine you are scoping to get onboarded should have latest updates installed. Then from hardware requirements perspective, minimum 2 cores should exist, but preferred is 4. Similarly, for memory, minimum 1 GB is required, but preferred is 4 GB. Now you have to make sure all the network URLs are also whitelisted, which are required for MDE service to work, because once you onboard a machine, then multiple services access multiple URLs depending upon the purpose of that particular service. Lastly, you have to make sure that you have configured updates for Defender AV as well. This is something which I will be showcasing in a lot more detail once we get started with the onboarding. Now, there is a very specific reason why I have mentioned that before you start onboarding, make sure all the network URLs are whitelisted, because there is one condition which is very common, and that is usually network appliances, they try to perform HTTPS inspection, but you have to make sure in case of MDE, the HTTPS inspection must be disabled. Now, if I talk about the methods, or if I talk about the list of URLs should be whitelisted, now this is divided into two different categories, which was not the scenario before. Okay, so let's say if I go ahead and show you this documentation, you can see the list of URLs which are listed as standard URLs. Okay. Now, what do I mean by this? That once you go ahead and read this particular section of standard device connectivity URL, this was the older method. Okay. Wherein you can see the list is huge and all these endpoints should be whitelisted. However, that's not the scenario anymore. So from a networking prerequisite standpoint, there are two different options. The very first one, which was standard delivery connectivity URLs, which was the scenario before. However, a new method has been introduced, or new set of URLs have been introduced, and they are termed as streamed line connectivity for Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. And this announcement was made on 8th of May 2024, wherein there is a very less number of URLs which should be whitelisted for making sure MDE onboarding works. And all the new regions which will be created, or all the new data centers which will be created that will be enabled for MDE, will be using streamed line connectivity. Okay, so once you'll go ahead and read the basic documentation, and that's what I suggest always, at least from networking standpoint, that you should always refer to the latest documentation by the OEM, because these URLs, they keep on changing very frequently. So if you see now that this is the list of new streamed line connectivity. So there are two types of connectivity, standard and streamed line, and streamlined is the new connectivity which will be used for ongoing feature or updates and whatnot, right? And these are the two set of documentation which you should read. So fundamentally, you have to make sure that all the URLs are whitelisted before you go ahead with the onboarding. So this was all about knowing the minimum requirement when it comes to hardware and network, and the OS type is something which we have already covered. In the next video, we are going to showcase how you can onboard Windows client devices to Microsoft Defender for Endpoint using local script. So if you think that this channel is helping you to learn anything new, please feel free to subscribe and share this video with your technical community. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.